today we're going to discuss about the global communication competence. We are living in a globalizing society. The development of communication and transportation technology has shrunk the world in which the global interdependence for people and cultures became a norm of life. As a result, the increasing of frequency of face-to-face interaction among people from different cultural, ethnic, social, and religious backgrounds demand that we develop intercultural global communication competence by which we know how to see things through the eyes of others and other knowledge to our personal repertoire. In other words, only through global communication competence can people from different backgrounds communicate effectively and successfully in the globalizing society. Therefore, therefore, global communication competence becomes a critical ability for adjusting people to demand of the 21st century. There are four dimensions of global communication competence, and the first one is global mindset. Mindset is a psychological procedure that individual or collective thoughts habits. Through a predetermined method of observation and reasoning, culture defines mindset as a persistent mental attitude that results in people to view events and things through a particular viewpoint. Global mindset enables individuals to regulate the complexity, ambiguity, contradiction, and conflict embedded in the turbulent change of globalization process. Moreover, it functions to impel individuals to drive for a broad perspective to motivate individuals to learn how to respect and value cultural diversity, to expect individual to balance contradiction and conflict inherent in the various demands of global competition and cooperation, and to propel individuals to flow with the globalizing wave as comfortable fish swimming in the ocean. The second one is the unfolding the self. Competence in global communication demands people to develop and broaden their own qualities like adaptivity, sensitivity, open mentality, and motivation. On the global or intercultural communication level, unfolding the self refers to the ability to look for shared communication symbols and project the self into another person's mind by thinking the same thoughts and feelings, the same emotions as the person, according to Chen and Starosta 1997-2000b. Individuals with great empathy are able to show deep concern for others' feelings and reactions to adapt different rules as required by the different situations to demonstrate reciprocity of effect displays active listening and verbal responses that show understanding and lead to the establishment of an intercultural rapport together and for the unfolding the self demands ceaselessly purifying oneself, continuous learning, cultivating sensitivity, develop creativity, and fostering empathy. The third one is mapping the culture. Global communication competence requires cognitive ability to map one's own and another's culture. It is the ability to acquire cultural knowledge. To understand ourselves as a cultural being from our own cultural perspective is the basis of knowing our counterpart's culture. It is this mutual awareness of cultural knowledge that makes respect and integration of cultural difference possible. According to Chen and Starosta and Henvey, the ability of mapping a culture is the manifestation of cultural awareness, which comprises four steps of its developmental process. The first one is bewilderment, in which the knowledge based on the superficial cultural traits leads to the reaction of unbelievability, and individual tends to evaluate the cultural differences as being toxic or beraise. Second, frustration, in which the knowledge of deeper cultural traits that greatly contrast with our leads to an internal conflict situation, and irritational interpretations of the differences tend to provoke feelings of frustrations and disappointment. The third one is the analysis, in which individuals begin to intellectually analyze the differences of cultural traits that will gradually lead them to the cognitive understanding of cultural differences and begin to believe the existence of cultural differences. And last, the immersion, in which individuals move into the stage of empathic awareness by which they are able to see the differences from their culturally different counterparts' position. The ability will in turn to lead the ability of cultural immersion or subjective familiarity of core cultural traits that help individual to live in another culture without feeling of distress. The last one is the aligning the interaction. Finally, global communication competence requires a set of behavioral skills which is indispensable for adjusting individual to the changes and new patterns of interaction in the globalizing society. The behavioral requirements of aligning global interaction allows individual to negotiate the multiple meanings and manage complexity and conflict in the global context. Hence, to act or align interaction effectively in the process of intercultural or global communication enables individual to get the task done and attain communication goals for being a successful global citizen. The ultimate goal of fostering a global mindset, unfolding the self, and mapping the culture is to function effectively and appropriately in interactional level. Hence, a successful interaction based on intercultural adroitness is embedded in the two aspects of globalizing society, people and environment. From the perspective of people, intercultural adroitness demands a set of behavioral skills including language ability, behavioral flexibility, interaction management, and identity maintenance. From the perspective of environment, intercultural adroitness requires the ability to manage changes or complexity of globalization. For conclusion, the trend of globalization formed by the rapid technology development and economic transportation is ceaselessly moving into the human society wave after wave. Global interdependence and interconnectivity has become a norm of life in the new millennium. How to nourish a new human personality and lifestyle in order to maintain a multicultural coexistence will decide the future destiny of human society. In order to survive in the globalizing society, individuals are required to acquire the ability of global communication competence, which comprises four dimensions: fostering a global mindset, unfolding the self, mapping the culture, and aligning the interaction. That's all. Thank you.